Hi there. This is a short screencast about using the PhotoPea online image editor tool to create an image that uses layers. And so we've already looked at just creating a graphic, cropping a photo, etc. This is using layers, which gives us the ability to overlay things, but also to be able to export the image with or without these sort of extra things that we've added on. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'm using the free version of PhotoPea, and so I'm going to select New Project. I'm going to select the screen size and create. But what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to open File. And so I'm grabbing a not all that great Canada location map that's blank, and PhotoPea will create this as a new project and shape it to the size of the image that I've uploaded, which is fine. So now I have over here my layers area, and I have a background, and that's this map. So what I want to do is I want to create a version of this that also includes the official abbreviations for each province. So I'm going to throw one in for BC there. One for Alberta. And so I'm going to go along and I'm going to do all of these in here, and I'm probably going to edit that out of the video you're watching since you don't need to hear me saying Saskatchewan, etc., etc. So I've added in all of these abbreviations, and you'll notice that each text box that I added became a layer. So I'm going to deal with that in a minute, but first I'm going to select each layer and adjust exactly where that abbreviation is sitting. So I'm going to grab this move tool here, and this is where I'm in the layer for NU. I'm just going to move it right over there. I'm going to go to the layer for NT, move it down there. Those. So graphically speaking, it's good to get text within a solid background, not have it sliding over a border. And so, for example, with that idea, the Prince Edward Island one, I won't try to fit it over the island. I'm going to put it right above. The Nova Scotia one is tough because I could put it there. I could stick it right over that. Hard to say what's going to go stuff. I'm going to put it there. So I'm sort of breaking my own rule there. NB, we're going to fit sort of right in here. Now, depending on how students are going to access this, it may actually work to make the text a little smaller. There. Manitoba's a tough one because you don't want it right. Do you want it right over the lake, or do you put it up here? Saskatchewan is fine. Alberta is fine. Let's just pull BC down a bit. Now, the thing with layers is that you can select or unselect them for visibility. So I've just made BC layer invisible. What I want to do with this graphic is I want all of these abbreviations to either be on or off. So I'm going to select all of these layers, not the background, but just all these other layers. And I'm going to merge the layers. And it will name them after the last layer I made. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. And so I can have the map without and with. So now I can come over here and I can export this image as a PNG, say. I can select my quality size. I can change the size of the image here if I'd like, or do it later. And I can hit save. And that just downloads it, so it's going to be in my downloads folder. Now I can make another version where I want the students, say, to add the abbreviations or names of the provinces and territories themselves. And I need to select the one that I'm doing. And so I'm using the free version. I don't have an account, so I'm not naming these as I go. When I go and get them out of the downloads folder, I need to do things like name them so that I know what I'm doing, which ones I'm working with. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save this whole project. And PhotoPea will save as a PSD file. And if I open that file in PhotoPea again, even though I don't have an account, I will be back where I started from, and I can continue working with these. So that's a great feature of PhotoPea. So this is actually the day of my first use of PhotoPea. I found it pretty intuitive to use. It is very fully featured, and I like that it has layers, and I literally figured out a lot of the things I wanted to do at like second or third glance. It just came very naturally. One thing it doesn't really do is it's not really a drawing tool. It's a great tool for working with images you already have, manipulating them. Lots of great things like being able to change the opacity of a layer over top. So if I wanted those abbreviations to be faded, that's quite available. So a great tool, and I hope you give it a try.